Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Tropico 4 in the main campaign. Let's move on to number 4.
I am one step closer to achieving my plan of turning Tropico into a world superpower. Now I need to establish a strong economy, and I know just the island for that. Yermo Encarnado is a barren wasteland without much in the way of resources, but it's located within close proximity to international trade routes. It is the prime candidate to become the heart of Tropico's industry. In order to achieve this, I will need the help of my newfound friend, Keith Preston. I like people who are only interested in money. They are so predictable. I, on the other hand, seek power. Ultimate power.
Right, let's go on with important business. Alright, different costume this time around. Is there anything business-like? Yeah, that'll do. Top hat. Monocle and pipe. Yeah, that'll definitely do. Yeah, that looks silly enough. Right, so we need to rely on trade. What would fit best for that? Oil tycoon? I don't know if it's not much in resources, he said, so probably not. Well, capitalist might actually work. Let's do that. Will be elected as capitalist. Yeah, sure. As for traits, flatulence is not yet finished, PR specialist is also not yet finished, and Tourette syndrome not yet finished. Alright.
Howdy, partner. I've prepared the contract according to the terms we discussed.
In exchange for 20% of the shares of the island of Yermo Encarnado's industry, I will finance my operation with $20,000 and send some of my precious employees to boost the island's workforce. They may be a little jaded and be used to luxuries of the big city life, but they are well educated and should prove useful. Of course, the most crucial asset at your disposal will be my invaluable expertise. Listen to me and you will go far, partner. Yay, monies. Alright. First up, road around the palace. Because I like it. Alright, so what does this island actually have? Alright, corn doesn't grow well here. Banana, papaya, nope. Pineapple, nope. Coffee, nope. Tobacco is sorta. Sugars, alright. At least in this part. But we might be delegating this whole area to population. What about natural resources? We have no iron, no bauxite, no gold, no salt, no oil. There's fishing, of course, but
This is TNT. I am your
and limited logging by the looks of it.
Right next to me is my charming co-host, Sunny.
Hi, love you
And
all.
pastures
Stay
are
tuned for some good
pretty
news,
bad.
because there is no bad news in Tropico.
Alright, let's move the speed up and get the essential buildings going. We'll need a ministry and a foreign office. And since I do want some food, where can I build corn that will not suck? Alright, down here, probably the entire food production area of this entire island. been a while since I've played this mission, so I don't recall all the fine points of it, but oh well. How hard can it possibly be? Can't build farms. Alright.
In order to compensate for the lack of raw resources on the island, we must rely on imports. The first step of our plan will be to establish a customs office.
With this building in place, we can increase the price of our exports or lower the cost of our imports. Once the first stage of our plan is complete, I'll pull some strings and negotiate for lower import prices of raw materials for the island. This should give our industry the boost it needs to get off the ground. Build custom office. That's under welfare and economy. And that can go here. But I really want the ministry and the foreign office finished first. Because if the other nations hate us, they will not trade with us.
Are you a rebel?
And that is also not very good for the economy. Let's see, what can we build? We can build plantations. So at least there's that. Plantations, logging camps.
It's time to start building our industry powerhouse, partner. Construct a cannery and enable the import of coffee from the buildings panel or the import section of the almanac.
Caribbean canned coffee is very popular in US coffee shops at the moment. For some reason the snobbish Yankees are crazy about the stuff and will buy it for a huge price. We will need to export at least 1,000 units in order to satisfy the high demand. We should build up more than one cannery in order to get our industry up to speed faster.
The woman was later released when proper duties were paid for her.
Do I have the cannery available? Nope. Alright. One cannery. And we can allow the imports. Actually, we can also do that from here, he said. So we want to import coffee. Alright, 50 new immigrants. Finish that, please. I want some social security, so everybody can live in a house if they want to. And we don't have anything else yet, so... Defense Minister. Subpower and meh. Alright. We'll get the free economic zone, which will reduce the cost for importing stuff. For now it's more important that things are cheaper when you buy it, rather than more expensive when we sell it. But things will change in time.
Hola, Presidente! As you know, a single dock can receive a limited amount of import goods each time a ship arrives at the island.
It seems our dockway workers are too lazy and refuse to unload large quantities of imports. Building more docks should solve this problem. If we manage to secure another dock on our island, our production will run a lot smoother. Sure. Why not pay extra for a huge building that is of limited use? I can see the point of building an extra dock, but I currently do not have the industry. As in, at all. I don't think I even have the population for it. But oh well. We'll probably want docks on all sides. Is there any beauty on this island that I need to exploit? Well, there's some. So tourism industry is not entirely out of the question. As for special buildings, there's of course the colonial fort over here, which I can turn into a tourist attraction or renovate it into a prison. Alright, so we've got the foreign office going. Don't suppose any of the people that he gave me were any good. I don't need a Minister of Economy just yet. Not yet. Not yet. Let's just finish building the cannery and get our industry going. And so what is our economy like? We have 9 unemployed people, all women. Well, if I want to support an industry, I will need education. The educated workers that Keith is giving us, of course, help. But will ultimately be of limited use if I cannot replenish them. Pity. Well, at least we're making enough fish and beef, which should give us some exports. Alright, what's the export price of alpaca wool? Of llama wool? It's not bad. It's not great either. Beef is much better. Smoked beef would be even more better. English, I speak it. Sure, I do. Let's see. What about sugar? I know I can build sugar. Yeah, it's kinda meh. That's gonna have to wait. Alright, at least can I get the Edict for Humanitarian Aid, which will definitely make things a little bit more healthy on the island. And let's just get the basic amenities going. Pub, a restaurant, everything just to make people a little bit happier. We'll also want an immigration office, so I can keep people coming. I'll just upgrade this because I can. Alright, so
Muy buena.
how are your skills? Low,
Buenas tardes.
non-existent,
¿Sí?
and below par. Oh, great. Then everything is going as planned. There. More roadworks, because that helps. If industry is going to become an important part on this island, I'm going to need enough teamsters to do all the heavy lifting. Alright. So the dock has been finished. Now I just need workers. Alright, let's get a central place for all the food. And as for housing, let's get stuff unlocked. Right. There's people dying from lack of healthcare, I think. That's fine. At least happiness is not going down very much. Right. Yeah, we're buying more than we're selling at the moment. from the looks of it. Could be a problem. Economy-wise, I don't have enough unemployed people to really afford to do anything special. Alright, let's get a church going.
What is it now?
You really just need to wait for more stuff. How many high school people do I have? Looks like plenty. Let's build another cannery. Might as well.
No me interesa.
What is it now?
Get back to work.
With the opening of a high school in Tropico, I would like to remind all students of the consequences of misdemeanors in school. Attempted murder of a classmate. Spanking. Successful murder of a classmate. Spanking. Becoming a rebel and blowing up the school. Meeting with the school counselor. Assassinating El Presidente, right? I will not kill Presidente again. 100 times.
Miss Pineapple. Such a ray of sunshine in such a dreary place. Alright, looks like it's working. What about college-educated people? Do I have any of those? A few. Let's get some welfare going. And no, not that. A childhood museum to keep the loyalists happy, because the faction's probably a little bit split on me. Just finish that. Yeah, let's get Minister of Economy. And I want extra money.
No me interesa.
Are you a rebel?
Alright, that should bring the happiness up a bit. As soon as I've finished all the tenements, the housing problem should go away. But I am running out of people. A little bit. I'll also need a police station to keep the crime in check and make the capitalists happier. Because, of course, the communists care about housing quality and that there's enough housing and as well as healthcare, enough food. Capitalists really care about safety, liberty, and, for the most part, and profits. If they're not making profits, then they're doing something wrong. Let's see. Don't really have enough population. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully I will see you all next time.